players, as you can see. Wiedering tried to get there. It was right to the line. Umpire will pay the mark. Hannon moves it on quickly. Attacks the top of the square. Some pushing and shoving. And Bontempelli's been paid the mark. And a chance to reduce the margin to 3 points.
Look at this thing. They've gone with no one on the mark. They can't have anyone on the mark.
So trot straight in.
What a blue.
3-point game.
Now, Hannon did well here. He wanted to reel and go as quickly as he could, knowing there'd be opportunities for tools. And Bontempelli got on the end of it. But then have a look at this. It's extraordinary that Carlton, in this high-pressure situation, have forgotten to put someone on the mark. Watch this. They all back away.
Carlton's lead cut to 9. Bulldogs with the last 3 in the game. Cordy along the boundary line. Hannon out to meet it. Takes the mark, the former D, 60 out. He moves inside off his preferred left boot. Kicks to the top of the goal square. Reaching for it, the bomb. The captain's got it. A juggled mark, 15 out right in front.
Well, I'm not sure Jones was on him in the end. I'm not sure how that happened. On the far side, the Bont was actually on Criff's side. I'm not sure if he's lost him in transition, and Jones ended up, and I think he thought he was going to take that mark.
No one stands the mark. Bontempelli walks it in. They're within a straight kick, the Dogs. 4 in a row.
Dogs worked it from half-back to just past the wing to Cordy. Cordy will thread this alongside the boundary line as he marked it. I think he has Hannon just inside. He's quick to go on the left. He's going to hit the top of the square with the kick for the high flyers. Bontempelli with the juggler. Nervous Carlton fans right around Marvel Stadium.
So you'd think he'd probably pop it through. 1 from 2. Here we go.
Joyous applause, or you'll hear the sigh. He couldn't miss from here, surely. Oh, the umpire a little dark to his left, but he's going to signal the goal. It's a 3-point ball game.
Running onto the ball is Cordy. Bulldogs with a bit of zip at the moment. Cordy just caught in 2 minds. Decides to kick it down the line. That's a good kick. He finds Mitch Hannon. Squeezed it down the boundary line, and Hannon has marked.
Get it in there, Wiedering's not
so
there.
Hannon, now, can they take a mark? Where is the astronaut? Inside,
the big one.
Bontempelli on the stretch in front of a big pack. What a game he's played for the Dogs.
And that all happened because they drew Wiedering out. Wiedering had to honour the player on the lead, which then left them exposed at the top of the goal square. If Wiedering had been down there, you would think Bontempelli wouldn't have been able to take that mark.
It's been magnificent for the Dogs.
No
He's carried the club. He's carried the club on his shoulders. No one on the mark.
That's poor.
He's an absolute star. He didn't even have to kick over anyone on the mark. He could have kept running into the goal square, Tony.
Yeah.
What were they thinking? All of a sudden, it's a 3-point ball game. 12-11-83 Carlton, the Doggies, 12-8-80. And they look like they've got some spring in their step now, Tony.
Yeah, they have. And it's come round about some great, switching and control of the ball across halfback. That's where they've done most of it. And once they've come through, Hunter's had a little bit of an impact early in this quarter, being on the wing now, where he plays his best football.
And Bailey Smith's in the centre bounce as well.
Down to you, Mick Warner.
Beveridge is coaching from the bench as well this quarter. Unusual for him, but he could sense that urgency 3/4 time, and he's down here barking instructions.
Well, looks like Caleb Daniel is back across halfback, KB.
Well,
in his customary position, his all-Australian position.
Coming to him, he was still tying it up underneath his chin. The ball got to him a little bit quicker than what he thought, and he gave it to Cordy. Cordy hugs the boundary line with a kick. It's a good one. Hannon marks it out in front of him. Plays on very quickly. He wants to get this to the top of the square. They need a big mark. Bruce and Norton. Nobody can mark it, but at the front of the pack, Bontempelli comes in from the side. The big boys couldn't do it, but this man can.
Well, it's becoming his trademark, the Bond, isn't he? Like tight finish, leadership, push forward, take a mark, kick a goal. He's just and the size of him. I was watching Norton and seeing could he get to it. And then I thought, who's that? The ruckman coming across. It's Bontempelli. He's a monster mid. Big kick.
Bontempelli to really tighten it up. There was no one on the mark, really, so it just strolled in. and kicks the goal for the Dogs, and it's back to 3 points. Bontempelli's having a huge impact on this game. 80 plays, 83. What are his numbers to Triple M Reds at Lending?
26 disposals, 7 clearances and a major, and just a concern for the Blues since their last major at the 16-minute mark into the third quarter. Last 24 minutes of play, Walsh only 4, Cripps 3, and Curnow just the 3.
So I thought in that second quarter, Ross, when the Blues kicked 4 in a row and really got going, it was Bontempelli alone who then tried to answer for the Dogs.
100% Brownie, spot on, and he was looking for some teammates to come with him. In the end, Hunter's got going a little bit. I thought Caleb Daniel had some touches, but he fought a lone hand there for a little, and Bruce just kept it kicking straight and ticking them over.
193 centimetres, so 6'3" in the old Ross, 93 kilos Bontempelli, and he's a midfielder.
It's hard to get your head around, isn't it?
Yeah.
I had a midfielder at the Dockers, 194, 193, 195, I think, with Crowley, Mundy, Fife. Like, they're big men.